Hey guys, Brian again. Finally get to do another review for you, and thank God because I had a heck of a day today, and doing these reviews are kind of enjoyable for me, and hopefully people are getting something out of them. Hopefully I'm not just talking to hear myself talk, but whether I am or not, they are enjoyable for me to do. It's kind of like a stress reliever therapy for me, and it gives me a chance to get hold of new stuff and talk about it. So what I came up with tonight, well, just real quick, I've got another review on here. A few months ago, I had a Gibson Grace Potter Signature Series Flying V. A beautiful guitar. It was black with a white pick guard. Just great looking guitar. I don't know, I had it for a little while. I tried it. It was okay. Cost me about $1,200, and I can honestly say it's the first Gibson guitar I've ever played that just didn't do it for me. It didn't have that mojo. And I've played lots of Gibsons. That one just didn't quite do it for me. It'd be great for $300 or $400, but for $1,200, it didn't have it. So anyway, ended up selling it so I could get some other stuff. Well, the other thing too, real quick, and put a lot on there. To me, if you're going to do a signature series guitar, you ought to have the artist's name, signature stamped on it somewhere. A lot of people like that if they're going to buy a signature series. I got all kinds of responses from people. Apparently, a lot of people out there don't like that, or they claim they don't. I don't know. If you're going to buy a signature series, it seems like that would be something you'd want. So, anyway, that was another thing I complained about. But, so anyway, didn't quite do it for me, so I sold it to get some other stuff. And anyway, last few months, I've been wanting another V. I didn't want to lay down another $1,000 for one right now, so I was just looking around. Came across this at my Guitar Center. This was a used trade-in. And here's what I got. It is check it out. This is a kind of a metallic silver. This is a Dean Dave Mustaine Signature Series V. And I believe actually a technical name for it's a VMNT, which is for vehement. I think is what they're really called. But this is endorsed by Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. Megadeth fan from back in the old days. It's part of my metal roots that I like. So I was completely happy to try this out. I'd never tried one before. Tried it in the store, fell in love with it. Had to have it. About a tenth of the price of the Grace Potter, and actually I think it's a lot better guitar. So what you got, just real quick, specs, like a 24 fret neck, of course you got your V body, 2 humbuckers, a couple tones, volume, 3-way pickup selector switch. Of course, you've got that Tune-O-Matic bridge and the boomerang tailpiece on the back. This really neat looking guitar. This is one of the cheaper versions you can get. The USA made will look almost exactly like this, but the body is made of mahogany and the neck also. This was made overseas, I believe China probably, or Korea, not sure. But anyway, the body is basswood and the neck is maple with rosewood fretboard, and so that's how it is. Again, like the Grace Potter, very hard to play sitting down. You kind of have to balance it on your knee like that. So just a little bit of the sound. A little bit of that sound. Neat thing about V's, for those of you who don't know, because of that design like that, you got unprecedented access to your upper frets, which is really harder to do on other kinds of guitars. So you can really reach up there. Which I'm not used to doing that, so that's kind of why it sounds so sloppy, but now I have a way to do it. So that's pretty cool. No, I'm very impressed with this. For me, this is a whole lot better than the Grace Potter V. A little bit cooler looking too, so. Oh, and Grace, see, that's what a signature looks like. So, I couldn't get out of this without being a little bit of a smart ass, I guess. But, yeah, these are cool guitars if you come across one. If you see one in a guitar store, at least try it and see what they feel like. I mean, they're really kind of funky. It takes some getting used to, but they're neat. The only thing I don't like about this, they do this on a lot of them, they put that output jack in kind of a weird place, so if you are trying to play it sitting down, you have to be careful not to bump it. And the other thing, the wings on one of these are a lot pointier than they are on Gibson, so I don't know how well you can see it in the picture there, but you do get some chippage on the end of these real easily. So that's a common thing with these. Oh, real quick, so Dave Mustaine, he used to endorse Jackson guitars, and he played something called the Jackson King V, which is essentially exactly the same as this, almost exactly. So he went to, story I heard was, Jackson guitars came up for sale, he wanted to buy the company, and they sold it to somebody else without checking with him first, and kind of pissed him off, and he said, well, I'm just going to pull my endorsement deal, and so he went to ESP for a couple years, which they made something like this. And I don't know what the problem was with ESP. He ended up leaving them, but then he made the move to Dean, which I think he's been there for 6 or 7 years now. So essentially this is the same thing as what you had with Jackson and ESP. Same looking guitars, they might have sounded just a little bit different, maybe made slightly different, but they all looked pretty much like this. And got some different paint schemes. This one's kind of a silver flake metallic. You can get them in black, and then they have a lot of really cool graphics now, like the Rust in Peace CD cover. That's on a version of this, which it's got the skeleton there over the alien's coffin. So that's a version you can get. That's neat. But yeah. So that's the Dean Dave Mustaine VMNT, and I think it's a really cool guitar. So I'm gonna try and do some video of me playing this standing up so I can control it a little bit better. But yeah, I recommend these. These are neat. So if you see one, check it out. You might like it. All right, take care. Bye.